Pew. Yes. Test. 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 I understand the need for peace by a solitary fire. If I am intruding, I can make myself scarce.
You're not intruding.
Very well. Out of curiosity, what is your take on things as far as what is to potentially to come, should they succeed? What are you thinking for you and yours?
Succeed in what?
Dealing with Aetherbane and the like, I suppose. In the greater scheme of things, does it truly matter?
I suppose not, but I have unfinished business that I do have to take care of at some point.
Succeed. No mana, no magic. Any die. What die?
Am I free to sit down here?
There.
Although, are you sure you wouldn't like better company? I am a pirate after all.
Oh, scary. I don't care. Yeah,
You might have to work on your fearsome edge.
Let's be honest, Aina was always my fearsome edge.
Or literal.
I mean, what works, I suppose.
Indeed.
But as Aina said, as long as Aetherbane has been dealt with, that's all that currently matters.
Pretty much.
It is the most pressing issue as of the moment, yes. Given what they were aiming to do with the spirit realm, I certainly hope no such thing is ever trying to get him. But who's to say?
Agree.
One could hope, but there are power-hungry individuals. And they'll do whatever it takes to think. Hubris is...
True.
Still unknown if entirely connected to dream.
That is a fair point, I suppose, but I also never really read too much into that dream, Aina.
Well, ether vein being like related to the dream.
Yeah, we are uncertain if they are related to said dream.
Yeah, that's true.
It's hard to say.
Yeah.
I would not
A
be
lot.
surprised if there were some amongst their number that even shared in it.
Yeah. Like, there's a lot happening in it anyways. It could mean anything, so...
They did, after all, think they were doing the right thing.
Exactly.
Their actions could be a product of said dream. Thinking that magic was causing it all, so they were thinking what they were doing is right.
Yes.
To them, they were the heroes, and we were the villains. Hero and villain is a matter of perspective. It's never so
Yeah.
cut and dry, black and white.
And I think the perspective says for itself if it's a case where the heroes is like this, I guess, suppose, small portion of people, and then the majority of the rest of the lands is just the enemies. That kind of speaks for itself, if I'm being honest.
Perhaps.
In all these fairy tales, more often than not, the hero is always mocked by the greater world, I suppose.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
they continue on with their quest, and once they fulfill it and then save the world, the greater world realizes they were mistaken.
Yeah.
I think you will find plenty of times that those in the majority believe they are in the right, and they are in fact not. Look to the situation in Valinor, after all, and term servants.
You say that, I would not know what happened in Valinor, so...
Fair. It is different, but some may see it as slavery in another name. Many of them are people from Hinade, beastkin, and others that find themselves in desperate and dire situations. They bind themselves to service voluntarily, sometimes, and it is profited off of widely.
Yes, sir.
In time it will change, as do all things.
Yeah.
Am I intruding?
Not at all.
Let me out.
I saw a few of their number running around. Have they all returned?
I don't know if all of them, but
That's all of them.
the mission is complete. They recovered the informant.
I see.
Meredith is dead, and the general is apparently a captive, though I don't have any details there.
He's around.
I mean, he's tied to a log.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're probably worried someone's going to try to kill them.
I mean, it's that and also just him running away,
Is-
so...
there a different plan in mind?
I have no idea. I'm not exactly on the information shortlist or whatever the hell.
They seem to have
I-
some serious injuries amongst them. Maeve seems to have taken some sort of mental damage.
Yeah.
From a head wound, perhaps. I don't think it's that she's been manipulated, but she has only faint memories of most of us.
That's
Cleo
not
seemed to
exactly.
be in bad shape, and Sprout is wearing a bandage over her eye.
Did you see any sign of Jasper?
I didn't yet, though.
He was brought in by Seaside. I think he's like lying down over at the fence there.
I see. I should go. Excuse me.
Feel free to sit down, Ethan, if you wish.
I've already checked. He's alive.
That's a relief. I did not see him walk in with the others. Do you know where he is?
Not currently.
I will have to look then. Thank you. I should inquire as to
Ask
what happened.
Seaside.
Named after the very flower that we grow to fight against the black death.
Yeah.
Found out this was all just a method revenge. Him and someone else created it. The other person from the credit. We all know. To bring it to such a degree is still unknown.
Large tent left side.
Yes.
Older. You can tell by how the petals are fading.
Did I give you a flower?
Big and orange. I remember.
I might have
someone
given you a
gave me
flower. Yeah, I think I might have given you a flower too.
I will be right back.
Yeah.
Well, there is a flower attached to this one.
They mostly
Oh, trust me,
Yeah.
even if someone looks dead, I assure you, many of them are still alive.
A lot of the market is still intact, but obviously they sustained quite a bit of damage. Few are out and about, relatively speaking, or at least they weren't before I came over here.
If any of them are around, let's see if they
Oh, maybe we should clean Jasper up too. I'll get some more water.
You're the one who put the other here.
Been a long day.
Okay, when you get a second, I'd love to speak.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I got hurt. I don't know about sprawl ties, and Mav seems to have a big concussion.
I asked the general and Guillaume a bunch of questions on the way here. Well, he didn't give me anything interesting for most of them. It seems that he wasn't the original leader. He was a more radical version of him, took over, and seems that he carried his vision with his son. I'm not sure if we know what happened to his son, Olwen. Does that sound familiar to anyone? Did we kill him at some point, or deal with him in a previous mission, Olwen?
I think Asano just explained that to me, but most of it went over my head.
It's a
Apparently
shame.
he has something to do with, that flower we used to cure Blackbird.
Right. Well, either way, it seems to me that now that he's dead, I doubt that anyone will pick up the mantle. But I'm sure there'll be Splinter, Aetherbane thrown all over the place. It seems to very much be an operation run by him and his son, so with both of them out of the picture. Also, he didn't specify who was funding everything, obviously, but it seems to me that he was the main contact, so I doubt they'll be as well funded in the future.
I see.
That's all I got. They did have, apparently... Yes, Alwyn. Is that familiar? Did we hear of him at some point? No.
Not to my knowledge.
I don't believe so.
He might still be around then. I'm not sure. But again, I doubt they'll be as well funded. Apparently they had enough men, well, I mean, you all saw, to take over cities, so at least that part is over now. They should become, at most, a minor threat.
The disruption of their ritual is not insubstantial. I assume that you did so. I heard that it was being set off by... Imagine.
It was disrupted.
Morning. You're back.
Excuse me.
Yes, go on. I don't know if he'll wake up soon.
You got some water right here. If you want some.
Feel free to
Right
ask him
here.
anything, but he wasn't very forthcoming.
Here you go.
He drops it.
Oh!
One step at a time.
Oh, okay,
It's fine.
yeah.
We'll get-
I made you
we
an
can
herbal
get
tea.
more water, right?
You will drink
While I
it.
am certain
Yeah,
that there are many questions
Oh, that
that
works.
need to
I think I just made an attempt at the water. I couldn't even carry it.
unclear point of the calamity.
I did ask about that. Apparently, couldn't you know, since, we're
Gentle.
making
I don't
but
remember.
he seems to believe that we knew something that he didn't. All that he knew was about our depictions in the books and all the dreams. He didn't really seem to have a grasp on any other big threats.
So
That's why he was so
what
focused on us. So, no lead there.
I think we're back at the camp, correct?
We were sent to
Yes,
get rid of
you're correct.
What is this?
Epilogue, and we did.
Is everyone okay?
How are you feeling?
Is everyone okay?
Some injuries of our own.
I guess that's
Why aren't you saying anything?
we all
Mhm.
live. I don't.
Is
Sorry,
everyone
you
okay?
Yeah, sorry. Our hearing is a
This is on
bit
our-
off.
Just severe injuries.
But yes,
Whatever's happening here.
for the most
it's
part,
all
everyone
good.
is okay.
If you'll excuse me,
And how did things go here?
see if I can
They
get my head to start working.
were not as smooth as they could
If you
have been.
don't mind,
No.
at least take someone with you.
I can go with her.
Good.
I see.
We had many injuries. There were many Aetherbane here.
Careful.
I think they tended to.
Wait, you were attacked?
Yes.
We can.
Alright.
It was more than a simple diversion
Do
in
you
the
wish
town.
to take
I
a look
assumed they
around?
were
See if there's any familiar faces.
intending to take the supplies of the town for themselves, or
Remember,
simply
body of water?
end all of us before
Going to stay
Yeah,
with
there was a
him.
chance to retaliate.
Some water nearby.
I could,
No,
like
I would only
We
want
did not have much in the way of healers, so
and
Sure.
I am
it's
This way.
just as worried about
You're hovering a little bit.
I'm
Leave.
fine. Don't worry.
Or you're scooting.
went a little. It was rough. However, I am
bet.
glad to see
I
that
missed you too, Sprout.
those that traveled in your company, at least for the most part, are.
It looks like
What happened to your eye?
I cannot say fine,
Oh, it ouch. Lots of
but at least alive.
big bees.
I suppose
Yes,
that
for now,
is what
at
matters
least.
most.
Large enough for a man to stand behind.
I'll leave it to it.
Big shield.
Out of curiosity,
Tower shields, they're called. The
Tower
one
Yes.
like you have is
have
called
you
kite
seen
shield.
to the rabbit?
I like kites.
I have looked over them, but I have yet to check them on again since we've arrived.
Hmm.
I'll probably go do that
Have
now
you
if I can find them.
healed it?
They looked
said
rather
they
poorly
were not
off
sure. It
from where
was
they
no
were.
longer bleeding, but we have not looked at it.
You have your own healing.
I cannot say I have concern for them. I will say that much.
It still hurts.
Given she did try to take Faven's life at one point.
That is generally the way.
You and me both, but it was necessary to keep her alive
Is
during the
perhaps
mission.
likely to heal better
She was
if
one
you're
of our
able to do the
combatants.
magic to
Of course.
if you're up.
I stood over her
They said
a few
they did
times.
all they could,
Probably more than I
now we
should
have
have.
to wait.
Who's they?
Such was your duty at the time. You apparently did it well, given that you have returned. As has everyone else.
Is she a
I
healer?
am proud.
Or simply a doctor?
yes, she fixed me.
Did she do magic on you?
Even as strong as I am,
I don't know.
those larger ones may take some time.
It was very
Just
easy.
watch.
That's alright.
I am not a lumberjack.
Were you
I
hit in the head?
was not worrying
Yes.
while you were away, if that helps.
No.
You've
Not even a little bit.
Why? We can get monies for it.
Perhaps some
Big
degree,
shiny.
but
Big shiny.
I had faith you would pull through.
I
Fine.
love him. Oh, is that the? Wait, how did he come
If
from?
I'd known that you would have been attacked, I don't think I would have left.
The blood?
We managed.
The blood?
It was better they did that than,
How you
well,
say it? The blood? Sometimes.
hit you all from behind, I guess, while you were traveling. It worked out.
I suppose so.
Or at least as much as I could. Here,
I have more.
drink a little more. It will help.
Did you give me that face?
There.
Like. Ow.
careful, she's
Sorry.
injured.
I know, but you know, she had the face. She had like a predatory
It's good to
face.
see you,
glad
though.
you're okay.
Thank you. And you as well. I did worry when you all came back, and I didn't see you walk in
Next time
amongst the
when you're
others.
healed, I'll buy you back.
I was running on fumes, to be honest. Probably the first real fight I ever got myself into.
Understood. I have very much been on them my own since our last encounter
You didn't just step on things.
with them.
But they're Snoodles. We're supposed to do that.
This Isina is good.
It's not aboard the ship, is it?
Is there anything else I can get you?
Anything I'd say would be rather rudimentary and
Get in trouble. I cannot pretend
not
that
as
everyone
necessary.
follows the steps.
but of another category.
Finds lots of shiny things.
You are a returned warrior from the front.
I love him.
Yes, do go on.
So much.
What is the defense you are playing at?
He is innocent.
I'm simply saying that if you need anything of me, I am at your beck and call.
They're a pest. They're
You are
aquatic.
no
They-
servant, Connie.
They collect shiny objects. They steal things normally.
Yes.
There are
They're a bit
places
of an
that you are
infestation.
needed more than beside me, I know that. Whether you grant
Oh,
that
you're
selfishness or
very
not,
sticky.
I will
That
not
is
begrudge
okay.
you. I
Is
like
it?
both
They
parts
taste
of you,
better. I would like
that
that.
both indulge and know the duties that you carry.
Not too bad.
As you are such now.
Little wet.
A little wet, yes, I see.
Thank you.
That's okay.
I'll give you some time. If you want any more tea,
I will just be
Is your
sticky
hand
for a little bit.
I have everything ground up by the fire.
It
There is a
was.
pot.
It is mostly
It's fine.
There's more of them in
It's
there.
not the
All
tea
with
that
the
I
eyeballs
want,
and the bruises.
Ah, I see.
but perhaps the certain person pouring the tea.
They recuperate. Be nice to him.
I'm glad you're okay.
You guys having a moment?
What is the name?
I'll be back.
Repopulate. Repopulate.
Hmm?
They repopulate.
Oh, it's calling him on you.
No.
Hello, Jasper.
How you feeling?
I want to be sticky.
And now it has a free trinket. Did you want one? I have more.
Yeah. You do.
Made their way into the shimmering nothing as well. So, I suppose they've probably followed us here.
Yeah, I win.
Damn cup by myself.
Nisha to
An
see
offering
if
for
you
the
have any
Snoodles to keep them from stealing
excesses,
anything
but
else.
also no love. And whether you need
He is
another-
well trained. I promise.
I don't want the noodles to take an appetite to my scales.
I'm sure they would find great value in your scale.
Maybe, but no.
I think I could use a vacation.
I think all of us do.
Sprout,
Well, we won't.
Yes.
I don't think it'll be long before we get back on the ship anyway.
I hope you laid low those
Huh?
that hurt you
What?
so.
What happened to people who are not nice?
Yes.
Good.
There wasn't anyone left.
They get
I'm
no
glad
nuts.
to hear this.
Nuts.
Exactly. You gotta be nice to it.
I'm
Except
sure
for
you.
that one that you brought back.
It's
I don't
not
know
this
where
one.
You'll get rid of him.
Oh, that
Yes.
Oh,
He was tied to that log.
one. I didn't do anything. How did I miss him? No. Lying is
Well,
bad.
he's not moving.
Ooh, look at that. Ooh.
If he wakes up and tries to run, I put him next to the fire so you could roll him in. That way he'll learn not to do that.
We already questioned him. And he has no use at this moment. We'll
Oh, are we gonna
do
kill him?
what's needed later. Not right now, but probably yes.
Well, I mean, we have few options. We can't bring him with us.
I wouldn't really want to. I kind of want to kill
Wow,
him.
look at that tree.
I'm sure there would be quite the line forming.
What did you learn from your questioning?
He wasn't the first founder. There was someone that came before them, Fairy the Bay. Him and his son were the two that continued to lead it into the modern day.
What does that smell?
He himself didn't actually see the future. All that he knew was what his son told him.
No.
Beyond that, everything that we've been hearing about him has been over-inflammatory.
Damn it.
Elaborating,
Is that
making it
Jax?
sound like he actually knows what he's doing in the future.
What is happening?
When in reality, he does not.
Oh, shit. Thank you.
What are you
he?
There was a bird. Is it Jack's?
I do not believe so. He should not be over in this area.
Okay.
I believe that is just one of the crows.
I'm guessing you've been asked already, but can you tell us what happened?
Nope.
Still kicking. I see.
Aye.
That's unfortunate.
Either of you. Sprout, if you wish to practice your
No, I prefer you
language.
kicking.
It is a lot of missing pieces.
A runner?
A lot of it was fighting.
A frolicker?
The rest, I don't know.
That one, maybe.
Okay.
We were stuck to a dungeon for most of it. We did a small infiltration of that, and underneath we had to fight our way through archers. Unfortunately, we had some points where we were very much stuck in a corner.
A lot of things exploded, actually.
We were able to free
That was
a
probably
few
shadow
prisoners,
people
Kitsune,
coming out of nowhere, exploding
along
things.
with a shade that they were,
Also no healers.
I believe,
You don't know
torturing
the
for
healers.
information. Along with that, we were able to collect two, I believe, of the hourglasses that they use for the mana storms.
Alright.
They were attempting another ritual at the bottom of the bottom of the dungeon. I believe, if I am correct, it was to try to go to the Feywilds instead of the Spirit Realm.
Then I look forward to meeting Victory.
They didn't succeed because we appeared, but along with that, once we were fighting, it was mostly dealing with him, and
Just imagine
there was one undead thing that, if I recall,
placing your soft hands
similar to the one that was that you all experienced out on the mountains, if everyone's word is correct.
You said that they were attempting to go to the Feywild?
Correct.
It's just something.
And this was... I heard there was a ritual similar to the one that we performed in Hinode. Did anyone make notes of the ritual they were using?
I'm in the state, but I would
Bring any of the runes?
I do not believe so. That ritual was right where we had our final battle with the general and
As long as you survive, then I see they got their jump.
I can't even Meredith. That's the name.
Understood.
So is that Meredith?
Oh.
We died on
The
transport.
body,
You okay?
the body looked
They turned her into one of the fuel sources for the mana storms.
You want something to eat? You want something to drink? You
It
want
was a
something?
miracle that
You-
she
I
even
can give you
survived
something
enough
if
to
you want
fight.
Like, I can get you like a grass. I can get you like a flower. I can
Oh,
get
you
like.
see, Top, he
you want-
is so terribly hurt. He needs a soft and tender hand, maybe a little kiss on the forehead will make him feel better.
The informant. They were
You want a
recovered.
kiss on the forehead?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I believe that was the shade that we freed.
Try not
Well,
to
that
hit
might
me
well have
wet,
been
that's
useful
right.
information for the information broker to have provided.
There you go.
Even the student gave you a little smooch.
There's a lot of information
one
that
is
would
a
have
lot
been
less
better for them to tell us.
Come on, that was very sweet. Maybe we can become a healer. Toppy, we talked about this. Toppy.
There's no need to fight over me.
We have obtained a book. I believe that Cedros is the one that has it now.
It's in the tent behind you.
But it seems to direct us to
Thank you very much,
the
thank you.
Took my nuts.
islands. I forget the
No, I
name.
took your nuts.
Down south from Theaterra as a whole.
Yes, because I bought a lot more. I bought new things. But I'm not gonna give it to you because you'll be very
It
mean.
directs our attention there.
I got some new nuts, some berries. So you're not gonna
It
get
was
any
like the
mention
other
of Holly.
journals that we. It was like the other journals showing pictures and mentions of some of us. Holly being one of them.
I was like saving people.
Along with
I was
a
saving people yesterday.
another
now
figure.
I'm doing this.
And you got nuts
The
yesterday.
goddess of
Because you
darkness
are very brave.
being present as well.
Today, you're being very mean.
Curious.
No nuts.
But that's a snoodle, and there's
Yes,
a
but
problem.
Sprout like it. Sprout very much like it. So you gotta be nice to it.
Does anyone know if Holly is from the Isles?
No, Holly don't talk.
The only
Maybe it's not
person
like
I
interesting and everyone
believe
was mean to
knows
it.
anything about her would either be Letter or Jasper.
What if everyone came and took your nuts
Understood.
and threw them away? Just because they didn't like it.
No, they can't take my nuts.
Well, I
that's
suppose we
kind
can
of how
share
they
what
think
information
about
we
it.
have, and
You're being mean to Snoodle. That is her
the
nuts.
curator
She
will
very
choose
much
where
likes
the
her
ship
nuts.
goes.
I like the
Agreed.
nuts.
Yes, but and she likes the Snoodle. You be nice to the Snoodle.
I like all the nuts.
We also, I believe that
And
we also had research notes on the Blackburn and that's its development.
Yeah, you should like wiggle.
I only skimmed it over while we were resting. I didn't read too much into it.
and you let her like her wiggles. And goopy wiggle snoodly thingies. You let her.
It's all wet and
Wet and gooey.
I won't be any good for it for a while, but I'll work
I like
how I can to make copies of things and
You like
distribute
them hard
them.
and crunchy.
what? Yeah, hard. No, yeah, I don't like them crunchy. That's what I'm saying. Yep.
Moral of the story, leave the Snoodle alone. Or you will not get any more nuts. No nuts.
I like my nuts. Yeah, like she said, hard and nutty.
What of
Hard,
snow?
nutty, and crunchy.
Crunchy. Yep.
Where is Snow?
In the tent across from you.
Wet, wiggly, soft, and
Good.
squishy.
Looking to Chloe.
Last I had seen her, she was possessed or whatever it is that happens.
Yes, flitting about on the walls,
No more
hostile.
punching it, no more hitting it, no more slapping it, and
Yes,
then
she shot
throwing
me
on it. No more
multiple
things.
times.
Indeed. And then
I don't
somehow
think she can help it.
That's something you need to pick up with him. Or it. Or her.
do you know how it is that she came to be accompanying you?
The goop.
No.
She just showed up outside
Hmm.
with the rabbit.
Right like it.
The both of them appeared late. They followed
I see.
behind, I don't know why.
What?
I assume by the rabbit you mean the one that
What
is
do you mean? All
with us and not a literal rabbit.
If you step on it, will just come
Yes.
out.
Oh,
Okay.
that's
The bad
true.
one.
That's true. Yeah.
So you
Such a
cannot
good-
step
You
on
step on it. If you
Interesting,
step on
just
it
going
hard
around
enough,
having little chats with people. It seems to have managed to trigger some memories for her. Yeah.
And I'm like,
Oh yes, how is she faring?
I thought you were gonna say.
You know.
For a second, I thought you were gonna say that would
Still,
make Sprout
I mean,
so
I don't want to
happy.
answer for you.
But no, that's not it. No.
no, because they'll be all cooped up all over the place. You'll be cooped up on your feet and your toes, and it'll be nasty.
Ah,
Ew, I don't
sounds
like
like most people here. I'm sure you'll be fine. Just take it
Ew,
easy.
No,
I appreciate it.
I don't want that.
And leave it
Ew.
alone. You don't want to make it Sprout upset.
So yes, this is Sage. And he blew up a church.
Why would they not have?
And you want to
I
not
did
go.
not. I did not blow up a church.
You
I
want your nuts?
destroyed.
Yeah, I want my nuts.
Okay, then be nice.
I can't understand why he wouldn't have mentioned the informant was a shade.
I hate you.
You didn't mention that he was a shade,
That sounds about right. I remember at church.
though I
when
suppose you
went,
only.
I had all
I did
these
not blow up a
ideas about what's behind the glass, and
Yes!
Okay.
I
You have
destroyed an
understanding.
illusion and even again it
You have
reformed itself after 2
understanding.
seconds. I did no damage to the church.
But also, it was very
I
dark,
remember someone
sure,
blowing
sure.
himself up.
so I couldn't tell.
But I have less
That's you?
experience.
Sure.
I'll be very honest with you. If I do see you have asked that little goopy gooper, and no nuts for a whole week,
Said
Fair enough.
That's what I'm gonna call it.
Regardless,
I'm gonna call it Goopy
our
Gooper.
part's done.
Sure. Just leave it alone. Because if I see you harass it again,
Are we
I'll not
sure?
for a whole week.
That's right.
Oh, man. And I just need to find my own
If it is not, we'll be told.
Won't get the nut.
For now, at least.
As soon as we get all your nuts.
If nothing else, we're not in a particularly good state to continue pursuing the informant if they are not recovered.
Yes.
And certainly we would need more information.
Did we not do that already? They're saved. They left on their own accord. They're saved.
The well,
from Cassandra was so easy
I
to
question why they didn't tell us that it was a shade.
Right. The informant seems to know very little about them, to be fair, as far as I understood. Maybe they only really had contact through that magical quill, and never really met in person.
We'll determine.
They only told the things that they need to know about that particular time.
Yeah, I'm pretty
It's-
sure.
No, you can get a lot of nuts.
We didn't take it on the mission, unless he came by and picked it up with no one noticing.
I had
It's
it with
possible.
me. It's in a tent.
Here we go.
Would it have made a difference if you had known that it was a shade?
You're getting one nut.
Well,
from
yes,
one
because we had been operating under the assumption that the only way for us to identify was the informant was to be identified by the informant. I don't know why they wouldn't have told us that it was a shade.
You're not gonna get no nut if you need to take them, leave the stool alone. Then I'll give my nut to someone else.
We were sent to recover the informant
Man.
I'm over here.
by the information brokers.
So I'll give my nut to Jasper and the Snoodle.
You can give your nut
It's
to
a
Jasper.
group of,
That'd be nice to the Snoodle.
well, the name speaks for
I'm
itself,
sure Jasper would
but
appreciate my nut.
they seem to
I appreciate
exhibit
yours.
substantial influence within the
Well,
Shimmering
sound like you're
Knuckle.
not appreciating my nut by defying what I'm
definitely.
telling you.
No, I appreciate your
The
nut very much every day.
Then it would be nice to the Snoodle.
ask of us was to go and recover their missing person. The key that I had before, it was meant to be a signifier
This is a great conversation.
that those with it, and
Be nice to it.
Okay.
that we could be trusted as those that were here on behalf of the information brokers. He told us that we would be identified by them. I suppose maybe there was some.
I actually haven't eaten in a while.
I suppose I had operated under the assumption that it would be a person, though I suppose if it were a shade, they could simply have just been hiding most of the time,
And then also got some berries. A bit of everything.
and we wouldn't have observed them for that. Maybe that's enough. It's
You
neither here
having
nor
the
there.
key was for the informant to discover you, wasn't it?
The
But why would you
information
need to know
broker.
what the informant looked like if they were going to find you?
Well,
I don't know if it, I don't know if
knowing that we're looking for a shade would have allowed us to have exerted significantly less outward
Yes. Please.
disclosure to the townsfolk. Not that that went particularly well in any case.
So, did you give it any more thought?
Yes, I did. As long as supplies can be met for, well, rebuilding efforts, perhaps trying to shore up aspects of the old fortress, the town, the surrounding areas. Anything to help with that. Help get farmers or others situated would help. I imagine there are still some that live there, but
Well,
probably not been tended to in some time.
that makes sense.
So yes, I'm interested. What all can you provide?
Alright.
To be certain.
Right. Well, I had a chat with Molly. As long as the head of the general makes it with her to the Strix Watch meeting point, I will be sending with her a missive to her parents. They were also traders with the outside world, so I'm hoping to establish a trade route from Asana to your lands. I'll be trying to use the influence of Molly's successful mission, given that we both always work together, to make it happen. I suspect it will, better than if we try to send a caravan through Owen. The road is long and there's a lot of bandits, and now that Etherbane is disbanded, who's to say of the safety of the roads? Besides, they have a town to rebuild. Can imagine the premiums for a lot of things have gone up.
True. That likely has caused quite a bit of
However, I'm not against sending a small caravan from here or a neighboring town. I can probably send a courier to obtain at least some of Asia's stone and some of Asian weapons and armor for the future to use as, well, for you as you please, but the armor and the weapons for perhaps future caravan guards and the like. There's always bandit barons around with mages and the like, so I feel like it would be useful, especially in these difficult times.
Entirely possible, yes. I imagine there's other instances where that may come in handy as well.
Exactly. At least one or two of Asia armored guards per caravan, at least at the start, should work pretty well. And after that we shouldn't have to worry, because we'll have numbers. Now, well, it's likely to be cheaper in Asana. They'd also have recently sustained an attack, so I can't speak to the prices, and while they have a higher availability, there's things like spirits and other things that they have to deal with, such as Fae. So it's not just this perfect virgin forest that one can just start chopping down, as you can imagine. By that same token, I was hoping to talk about exceptions when it comes to perhaps added value taxes and the like when it comes to my caravan going into your lands, given that it'll be helping you rebuild quite a bit.
I imagine it can certainly be met, especially if it helps you get established initially.
Well, that's what I was gonna say, and while you may not need money, allowing me to make a little bit more of it and establish myself at the start will definitely help in the future grow the operations. I've also been thinking about talking with Nyx, and you can tell me if you like this idea, because the hub is going to be obviously in your lands, to try and acquire a cheap workforce when it comes to guards and the like. I know that Tortuga is a den of reprobates, but I'm sure there's more than enough people there that are perfectly fine mercenaries willing to work for money. So I was wondering if you maybe knew of people like that, or maybe a crew. It would be nice to be able to do trading with Orsamar after all, so having our own little crew would be nice. What do you think about all that?
I think that makes sense to me. I don't see any reason why not to pursue such.
I'll have a chat with him then and see where that goes. I also had a chat with, I think it's Ophelia, the Dragon King woman from the north, the white hair with the big tail. Yes. Well, apparently she's this queen or high status figure from some city in the north, and she came down here to try and figure out a way to help her people. I don't know what her needs are, but it's possible that they may have access to some resources that we might have use for, and we might have some resources that they might have some use for. So I will try to speak with her and look into that, and maybe we'll be able to establish a route with the demons to the north, depending on how far away all of that. I'm not sure of the location of her little kingdom, but you know.
It seems like you're off to a good start as far as
At
finding
least
opportunities
ideas-wise.
regarding this.
Yes. It's important to make your own luck, right? So.
Indeed.
Did you have any other thoughts? Go ahead.
I am curious about a few things, actually, that now has me wondering if Nyx may be able to steer us in the right direction regarding Saj. It used to be that the Satori had ships. Our purpose, to an extent, was to guard the western areas of Hinade against the elves of Valinor. Most often, that meant we had to deal with their navy, and similar. We did not have much, but perhaps shipbuilders or others might be something that could be of interest.
Right.
Especially if we're to re-establish things for fishers and the like as well.
Certainly. Well, there's no one that would have as much experience as a shipbuilder from Tortuga, that's for sure, right?
Indeed.
I'll have a chat with him. I suppose it's up to whether or not you would trust his recommendations, whatever those might be.
I would have to consider
when it comes,
but I believe there's no reason not to.
What is that?
Am I interrupting?
No, you would never. My dealings is your dealings. We were just discussing, she knows, we were just discussing the future plans for trading. I was telling her that I was going to have a little chat with Nyx about trying to acquire easy and cheap a crew, maybe, or a ship, so that we could maybe trade with Orsimmar across the sea. She was wondering about shipbuilders, that sort of thing.
I see.
I'm trying to be ambitious and find opportunities where there might be, and, I've been thinking about what everyone could offer, and that's what I've come up with. Unfortunately, we don't have anyone influential from Solasta, as far as I can tell. I guess I could chat with Liam, see if she has any contacts in whatever church in Solasta. But I don't know churches to give away things or even do a lot of stuff like that. But who knows? We just need to get our foot in the door somehow.
It could be worth checking at the very least. Yes.
Exactly. Yeah, but you were saying?
Oh. Nothing too important, considering I can't remember what it was.
That's fair enough. Well, if you need to remember it at some point, feel free to come to me.
Of course. And if there's anything you can think of or opportunities you see that could help with the rebuilding of Western Hinade, or
certainly
recovering from its current state, please let me know.
Yes. Of course.
In a position regarding such that I can help make it quite profitable for you, if need be.
Well, that's very nice. It's good to do nice deeds, and it's also good to get paid nicely by doing them.
Indeed. I wish you both the best of luck in any such endeavors, then.
Right. Emily, would you accompany me to have a chat with Nyx?
Sure.
Wonderful.
Pleasure. I better get my ear toggles ready.
You're only beat once the soul is fully tethered back.
Or so, don't kill it.
You seem to have fared.
You searching for something?
No.
I give you more of a pass with that than I should. I am glad, however, to see that you are both faring well. At least I hope so.
What? Why do I feel smaller than usual? What? Why? Yeah.
Did they put up much of a did they put up much of a fight? Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually when mages or runics you breathing for you. I'm aware. It's the problem.
You have him well trained.
The blood stopped going to the brain way over 5 minutes ago. The brain shouldn't function even if the brain is as far as I'm aware.
Bigger than a one-story household.
Oh dear, that's a big cat. Okay.
It's a fearsome fighter called Powder. Hey, Connie.
Hello.
You
Don't mind
look
me.
too happy.
No, I'm fine.
You don't look too happy.
I am simply remembering Powder. That's all.
Why does Powder have you in such a state?
Oh, no, it's not unhappy. I'm fine.
Okay.
Did you ever figure out how the cat got so large?
Yes.
Oh.
Remember that festival? When
Yes.
there was this sort of, I think, apple thing we ate, and one of two things would happen. You would either go half your size or half your size or twice the size of a person. There was no in between.
It was like the pickles and the carrots in the shimming nothing.
Is that where we got them?
Yes.
I have no idea. No, I didn't hear no apples. Oh, ooh.
They didn't have apples,
Oh,
though.
okay.
No.
No, they had pickles and carrots.
I see. But long story short, I grew small and Powder grew large. And Powder did not have any regard for me whatsoever. And I was tossed aside like a sack of potatoes into debris. Going
But you
forward,
lived.
I hate large cats. Yes, I lived.
Yes, you lived. Oh, that's the worst thing in the world.
It's quite possible. There's things in the world.
No, it's not the worst thing in the world.
Okay, name something worse than that.
It's like the fact that you got shot in your legs.
Excuse me. Do you know where Orpheus or Aina are by chance?
Orpheus had gone wandering. I do not believe he is around. Aina most likely is near Nyx. They were over at the other fire. I imagine they're still there, given that fable and myth are within sight. Or were.
Thank you.
I might have been the one that made Powder that large. Perhaps.
I can forgive you for anything.
Intentionally.
Wait, were you trying to punish me?
No, I had no reason to at that point.
Do you need to talk?
Honestly, I have no reason to in general, but...
Seems like you have some talking to do, so I'm just...
Of course. I was bored. I was terribly bored. And I had one of the apples on hand. Ah, I see. How was your company? I didn't mean to drive her away.
No, it is quite alright.
Hmm.
She is a good friend, is all.
Of course.
I didn't upset you, did I?
No, you did not. I'm far from upset. Even if you did some minor little thing that could do so, I believe I would forgive you fully at the moment. It's simply nice that you made it back. That is all.
You don't have to be content.
What do you mean?
You don't have to be as in okay with the like the current situation.
I suppose not. Would that not be selfish if I was?
Do you see yourself as selfish?
At times, yes.
I suppose that can be the fault of an enabler.
Perhaps.
A very colorful enabler.
I wonder who that might be. I shouldn't nudge your legs with my foot. After all, that was where you were shot, apparently.
Ow.
My arm is very upset.
I've been getting that, actually. I fully understand. That happened to me last time.
Yes, it's awful. Give me a moment. I'm going to stretch. Maybe that's it. I just need to limber up. No.
You might need to find the sweet spot.
I might.
That might sound crazy out of context.
Perhaps a little.
That was very intentional. I'm just saying that there is usually a good spot to stand when your arms are a little itchy, you know?
Yes, absolutely. I think I may have found it. Perhaps I found it, hopefully. Where did everyone go? Not that I'm bothered by them leaving.
Are you unbothered by it, or is it favored?
Perhaps neutral. Their company is nice, but I do not require it.
Such an Akane thing to say.
What do you mean by that?
Exactly what I mean. That sounds like something you'd say the first day we met. Their company's nice, but not needed. Therefore, they are not necessary.
I suppose I might be guilty of such. Yes. Should I say less Akane things? Make an effort to, perhaps. Would that be better? I could try.
What would you say then?
I'm not sure.
Let's play a game.
Very well.
Let's see.
Yes. Test. Shut.
Try and say more sprout things.
Spur, I have snacks. Would those make you feel better? I'm bad at this.
No, that was perfect, actually. Hello, Holly.
Hello, Holly.
That was actually a pretty good impersonation.
I cannot get the intonation correct.
She usually goes also like, makes a noise like, something like that. Exactly like that. Hello, Holly. How are you? Faring any better? Bloodfoot. I waste my time to pet you, but everything kind of hurt. Actually, I don't even. I can't even have the energy for that. Careful, you almost hit me in the face. Here, Connie, I got one for you.
Very well. Go ahead.
Give me your best Holly impression. What do you think?
That's the part I missed.
Look at you melt.
I'm doing no such thing.
What the hell is happening here? Do you guys need a room?
We technically have a tent, but she just decided.
You're pitching a tent?
No, we have a tent. Well, I mean,
Okay.
there's such a thing called self-control right now.
Okay. Be careful, he might be pitching a tent.
We are camping after all. One should be careful.
Yep. One should be careful about such things.
How do you even know that term?
In the hood.
What did you say?
You hear what I said?
Okay. I believe you, Toffee. You're gangsters hell. You catch my fly, Snoopy. Oh my god.
Yeah, I catch a fly, Snoopy.
You're up in the G-Dog, his house.
Yep. My jizzle.
What does that even mean?
Jizzle. Too much goop on the mind, Toffee.
Ow, no, there's no goop in here. I don't think. What? I don't think there's no goop.
You want to say something so bad, Akane. I know it.
No, I do not. No, I'm fine. I have nothing to say.
What, you're all goopy?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, good. Because there's a lot of schnoodles around, and they're all wiggly and goopy.
I am ungooped. And
You're ungooped. Okay.
ungooped.
Unfortunate.
Wait, that's unfortunate?
Yes, she wouldn't go through the same experience I did then.
Getting gooped.
Yes.
Premature gooped?
I'm gonna go.
Out of character. She's so gangster, she's gooning.
Are you a gooper?
I'm not a gooper. What, are you a gooper?
I don't
like that
confirm or
silence.
deny.
I don't like the silence. Yeah, he's a gooper. You be careful. He's a gooper. Yep.
Oh, it's gonna help you get ungooped, but it seems like you got the situation all sorted.
Ungooped?
I don't know.
Ungooped.
Huh?
It's a...
Yeah, the snoot was all on his face and getting all gooped all over him, so I got some water and a cloth to clean him up. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
he
it
goops
seems
all
like
the
a
time.
good-
He didn't confirm or deny that he goops all the time.
Oh. So he's
Yeah.
a goofy gooper as well.
A goofy gooper, yeah. He's a goofy gooper.
Wow, that fits actually quite well.
He's a goofy gooper, Jasper. Jasper Goof. Jasper the goofy gooper.
Unless you're going to say I gooped.
He gooped up.
He gooped up. He gooped the gooper. Jasper goops. No. Jasper gooped the gooper. He gooped.
That's like two different sentences.
I don't know. I was trying to be very smart, but I didn't get there.
I don't think you can be smart. Saying goop.
You did. What did you say to me?
I
that
said-
I'm not smart?
No, you didn't let me finish. I don't think you'd be smart by saying goop. It's a very fun word, is all.
Super smart with goop. You can be super. I can sound so smart with goop. The other day I was gooping.
That's like less than 5 words.
One second.
Toffee, you almost stepped on my face.
I'm sorry. I am here now.
Hello, you are here now.
Yeah. You got all the ladies. Hi. Are you gooping?
Gooping?
Yeah. We're all. See, I can sound okay. So, I can sound so smart by gooping. Yeah.
I'm not
Gooping.
sure that I understand.
None of us do.
Neither do I. I haven't challenged her out.
Makes sense, I suppose.
You want to goop?
Do I want to goop? A book. The
You
book I
can goop a
mentioned
book?
earlier. It's in the next tent over. I can fetch it for you if you'd like.
No. I don't need the goopy book.
You don't, but she wants it.
Oh, she wants the goopy book.
Is that the one with the rose on it? Ah, I see.
What kind of book is that?
She apparently got it during the, when we were out on that mission.
Fedra says that you were mentioned in it.
This is the one with
Wait.
the picture. With yourself.
Wait, whom?
And another.
Who?
Who is the other?
Some...
Supposedly the rather unpleasant figure, but I don't know
But
the
you're
context
in
for
this
their
book,
interactions.
Ollie?
I remember something like that. I think it was the curator said something along the lines of that we were in another book of some kind.
There have been.
Hi, DM. Could you
believe
help
a
me
couple of
convey what's in this book?
Yes. Okay. I'm sorry. Are you essentially showing this to the whole group? Okay.
I will read through this, and then I can send you guys a link at a later point, because I know it's a lot of information I'm about to throw at you. So let me open my document real quick.
Coolio.
It has
Okay.
pictures.
It does have one picture. It does have one picture.
A picture.
Inclusivity, not a high goal.
That's about.
That says the rose, Toffee.
Oh,
You can tell because of the picture of the rose.
oh, that makes sense. The rose.
I see. I will have to digest this information at a later time.
Wait, you guys need to tell me. What does it say?
Okay.
It says.
So, on the first page, there's actually a drawing. It is of a group of people, and maybe about like 8, 9, that amount. But there's 3 faces you might recognize, and that is Holly, Viola, and Clover. The rest of them seem relatively unfamiliar to you all. But if you look past the next pages, there is a riddle that is written out on the next one. It says, "Were once a kingdom, proud and grand, now lies a wasteland, ash-filled land, a war-torn earth, a memory burned, beneath this sorrow its secrets learned. Where sun has never kissed the stone, and twilight's kin has taken throne. Further on your path must lead, to where the living shadows breed. A bloom of darkness, a velvet despair, it drinks no sunlight, knows no gentle air. A rose of shadow, a whispered bloom, guarded by echoes, sealed in a tomb." If you are to read further past this, there are entries that talk about research for some sort of relic and how it's coming along. It doesn't seem to go into terrible detail about it, but some kind of ritual, some like crafting some potions, and throughout the book it'll depict the goddess of darkness, Lysara.
Whoa!
And that's exactly what it has all over it.
That was very good.
Wow, you had a different voice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you were that good?
I'm just good at narrating.
His narrating voice. Yes.
Wow. That is very impressive.
Thank you.
But Holly was in there. You said that Holly was in there. With
Yes.
Clover? Clover, is that what you said?
Yes, that indeed.
What is that? Do you know? Do you not remember anything?
It's not her book.
That hasn't happened.
No. That hasn't happened?
It might have happened in another timeline.
Yes.
What?
Wait, we're not there.
There are a number of these books. We have encountered a couple of them. Most of them have not been shared broadly, so I don't exactly know what their contents looks like. Though they reportedly describe some of us in different ways, and generally these are notes from a long time ago, but involve us.
Wow.
So this book features Holly. It's plausible that these are the observations of different timelines. There was a conversation prior to our departure from Rivendell into the Shimmering Nothing, as the Monostorm was coming. We had a conversation with the curator. The curator described that there is a concerted effort from a large number of chronomancers to try to determine how to best prevent the calamity that is foretold in the dreams and the like. It seems that many timelines, at least those close to ours, at least. I assume closeness is a factor that exists, but I'm certain that it is more complicated than that. The curator does not see all timelines, but can see other timelines. Those who had the dream are those that a group of chronomancers here have determined are amongst those whose presence is most likely to prevent the calamity. That is not to say that they are all favored in some way or favorable, but simply that the combination of their presences is a overall boon to our chances. However, with the concept of infinite times is the concept of infinite varieties. There is potentially then a reality where Toffee is the one that brings about the calamity, and another where Jasper is the same, or any of us. The curator has made it clear that she will lie to us, or keep information from us, or take any actions necessary to prevent the calamity. She is not interested in our success or involvement. If our purpose here is to die in a particular moment to prevent someone else from taking an arrow to the chest, that is presumably sufficient. Did you have the dream, Holly?
That there is more to having.
Did you have it prior to your arrival?
More than one purpose?
I see. Then you are like some of us in that way. Our presence is deemed an overall benefit in some way. The curator did not select every individual who received a dream. She selected some, and other chronomancers selected some as well. So, presumably this is how they knew who might be arriving. But our particular purposes, for those of us that did have the dream, might not be able to be provided even if the curator was directly asked and willing to be candid. I've said a lot here. Do you have questions?
That is a lot of information.
Yes.
It is the
Who's
cards we are dealt.
Yeah, who the heck is the curator?
The curator is the person who... Well, the curator is one of a group of individuals who are responsible for the creation of the Kalypsia. The curator is a chronomancer of substantial power. She is the person in charge, ultimately, of Kalypsia. She, to my understanding, directs its movements and activities. However, our presence here is not directly related to the curator. It at least has not been made clear that there is any particular connection between the curator and Aetherbane, or the calamity and Aetherbane. Thus, this is, in many ways, a tangent to our goal, if I use the term "our" to refer to those who are brought to Kalypsia in furtherance of the interactions with the calamity. It's a complicated mess, and as I said, she has made it clear that she would lie to us or mislead us if she felt that it was in the best interests of her success.
And it is possible, too, we must not forget, if she is someone truly of such power and wielding such manipulations, Though we must consider as well, what if she is the one that is trying to put forth the calamity? What if we are but pawns in a game? Do not trust anyone too much.
This is also why I have oft protested the idea that Kalypsia is a unit that operates with some standing, because we are not. Many of us were brought here by other powers for reasons that are not described to us. And as I said, the curator did not in any way direct us on this mission against Etherbane.
Wanting things is weird.
Consider this. Etherbane, to my understanding, thinks that mages are responsible for the calamity. In this,
No time.
there is a reality.
He got all the ladies. He sure did. He got all the gentle hands he could ever wish for.
I'll leave you be. I've shared quite a bit of information, and it's worth some amount
it is worth. It is worth.
Yes, that was very informative. Gives a lot to think about.
If anyone wishes to discuss it further, it is my goal to work on a at least informal group of people who commit to sharing some of this information more readily than it has been.
It would be an improvement, to say the least.
Indeed. It's harder when we are far from Kalypsia, but in coming days and weeks, hopefully.
Thank you.
Kinda wish that continued a little further.
I can get her back.
That's quite all right.
I think she's spent.
A lot of questions. Okay.
It was a lot of information. Still.
Oh, is she coming back?
I heard your comment.
Nothing. It was just.
No, copies, I mean.
Oh.
Yeah, they said I was. Oh, you okay?
I'll be fine.
Okay.
I was injured yesterday, the day before.
Yeah, I'm hurting a lot too. But yeah, they were saying that they wanted a little bit. It was what was it?
Perhaps at a different time. There's again a lot to think about, but I didn't know of your injury, so I think it is wise we all take it easy for the rest.
As things go, my injury is going to remain for a while. If you have questions, I'll help where I can.
Noted. That might be something I need to share later on.
Let me see this book. I can read. No, I can't read. Never mind.
You can't read toffee.
Yeah. Cannot read.
Then I will leave you to it.
The rose.
Would you like to learn how to read?
Yeah, that would probably be nice to learn. Yeah, I would like to learn
I can
someday.
put some time aside.
Gonna teach me how to read?
I'm no teacher, but I can at least tell you the basics.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be nice.
Very well then. Then I will try to be try to have you in my capable hands as far as it goes.
Yeah. Oh my God, she's trying to bite you.
Yes, she's indeed a biter.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
It's fun to bite.
Should I be worried?
No.
I'm going to take that. Who are you beckoning? Sedvars? Oh my goodness, your teeth are sharp.
Oh, yeah. Have you not seen it?
Did anyone else hear that?
Yes, I heard that. What was that?
I don't know, it sounded like someone was knocking and all of a sudden a really scary noise.
Yes, that was very scary. I thought I was gone.
Me too. Anyway, your teeth look like they could take off a finger.
Oh, yeah, probably. I've eaten like a bunch of things. Like I've eaten a squirrel. I've eaten like a flying squirrel. I've eaten like an underground squirrel. I've eaten.
Do you like eating squirrels?
Like squirrels are good and all, but sometimes I would like a variety of things. So sometimes I get a bunny. Sometimes I get an underground bunny. Sometimes I get a flying bunny. You know?
A flying bunny?
Some of bunny.
Yeah. Yeah, like the bunnies that tries to fly, but then they plumage to their death.
Wait, do you
So I
catch
call
them
them flying
mid-flight?
bunnies.
It may be best for you to invest in
Well, they were very easy meals. I didn't need to hunt them at all. They just
How did you know they were flying then?
because I saw them. They were like jump, 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 wee.
You just watch them jump.
Yeah, I watched them jump, and then they were trying to fly, and then they
What kind of
they were almost like soup.
what kind of failure evolutionary bunnies try to fly?
I don't know. It's just, some bunnies want to fly. They want to be something else. I don't know.
You think their survival instincts would have told? You think their survival instincts would have kicked in to tell them that no, I can't fly? Is there just a species of bunny that's just putting themselves in the endangerment list?
Well, tell the bunnies that. I don't know.
I think they're too far gone. Oh, I can move now.
Paralyzed no longer.
It was
Oh my
more
gosh,
so
you
like
can be back.
it was more so like a cat lays its head on you and you just don't want to disrupt their sleep.
Oh my gosh, she's gone again.
I can move a bit. Why is this? Get this fucking thing off me.
Wait,
what can we do?
No, wait. There we go.
Oh my god.
Maybe you're more cooked up than we thought. You're getting all sticky
Oh
now.
my god. You're so sticky.
I thought you were ungooped.
Yeah, I thought you weren't gooped.
Maybe the book was gooped just somehow. Hey, Sprout.
Maeve
What are
hasn't
you
eaten yet. And neither have I.
Oh.
Get nuts and berries. She needs real food.
So do you.
Yes,
I
but
was
Maeve.
looking for ingredients, and I was looking all
You.
over this place, and there's ingredients. I just don't know how to cook. I can't
I'll
cook a
take care
stew.
of it. I want to
cook.
No, I'm not gonna cook. I know there's some potatoes. There's some back some different ingredients and stuff,
And
but I
please
can't
make
cook.
sure Sprout sleeps. I mean, eats.
I would
Sleeps and
love
eats.
some
Actually,
very
yes.
very good food right now.
I
I'll
would
get
love
you
both,
something.
but Maeve first.
Maeve first.
So I would
I'll
love
go
to.
grab some things
Oh,
for town.
I just can't.
You're slippy snidey.
Oh, my feet are slippery.
Too much Isima juice.
Yeah.
Ew,
That sounds worse.
My
Yeah, that sounds so
My
much
feet
worse
were
than
gooped.
goop.
Akane, cooking. Wow.
Oh my god, there's so much
incredible.
goop around.
Be
Could you
careful
go up
of
as
fur
well?
in your food.
Huh? What?
I see.
Eddie, come here.
What?
I don't think you know what
Oh, just gonna wash it with the white
That's
cloth.
gross. I would also eat it though.
And for her.
Ow.
Oh.
It's fine.
Sorry.
I don't see that well. And I didn't see the tree. I'm here to help.
Oh. Yes.
And chase your tail.
That's. You are allowed.
I don't know that I could help myself.
Oh.
Ow.
Yeah.
What do you make good?
That's what I'm thinking on. It's been a while.
Why are there so many people here?
I'm surprised anyone is here at all. How do you feel about fish? Or would you prefer no meats?
I wish I liked fish. I will eat anything you make. I've not eaten in almost 2 days.
What does Sprout like best?
I love meat. I also love carrots.
Okay.
And fruit. And grass. And flowers. And broccoli. And raspberries. Did I say meat already?
You did, yes.
Okay, I'll say it again. And meat. I really like apples. I also like grass. I said grass. I'll add it a third time. I also like grass. And the colors of the flowers taste different. Onions are good if you cook them, but I will eat it raw if you let me. I don't like lemons.
I think I have something.
Okay. I could go on.
You have a very, very
I remember getting injured and then
palate.
I woke up yesterday.
I'm not that picky.
Let's see. Pork or beef?
Which one is the cow?
The cow is beef.
Beef.
You heard the lady.
I feel weird about eating pork.
Beef.
Because I used to protect those.
Oh.
But I would. He looks
Flank.
delicious.
You're that hungry.
Yes. It's hard to find time to eat food when you are fighting so much.
That is true. Besides, the foods that you do tend to have in such circumstances are... not exactly the best. Just things that keep hard rations.
Mia packs me snacks when we go
grains.
on missions together.
Snacks? What kind of
Yes.
snacks does she pack? I
It
should take
reminds me
notes.
a lot of birdseed. Lots of
fruits and nuts. Sometimes there's a cracker.
It's precisely the sort of thing I was...
It's easy to fit in her pocket. Or I'm pretty sure she would pack me a steak.
I think some call that trail mix, but I'm not sure.
That's an appropriate name. We did eat them while walking on the trail.
Seasonings. Pepper, salt. Oh, watch out.
It went up my nose.
Garlic. Smell. Did you see produce anywhere? Onions, similar.
I wonder if it was that one.
How do you feel about theft?
Might want to keep your voice down if you're going on about that.
Shush.
My bloody do we might.
Careful.
Well, I would be more inclined to do it when we weren't getting caught.
Me too. We're not going to do it
actually,
here.
no. Amit said that I'm not allowed.
Okay, then in that case, I will do it and I will leave money behind.
Okay, that's not stealing.
Exactly. We're going to go to the farmer's fields.
Okay. Theft is only when you don't pay for it.
Yes. We can take the back exit. Now that they have
The
one.
long way? I love the long way.
The long way is nice.
It's the scenic route. I can eat grass along the way.
Don't spoil your dinner on grass.
For dessert, then.
Yes.
If I picked a bunch of flowers, would you eat one?
To humor you, yes.
I'll get one for everyone. It'll be like dessert.
Yes. Oh.
I have so many.
Taste one. What do they taste like?
Oh, I don't want to eat yours, so.
Oh, thank you.
Tastes like. Have you ever imagined what clouds taste like?
I have
Like
not.
sweet and wet? It dissolved. Well, it did not dissolve. It tasted like a cloud. But only the ones in the sunrise. Because they're pink then.
I have an idea.
I knew you had good taste. Oh, honey.
Yes.
I would like to apologize for being rude.
And when was Sprout rude?
When Faven and Spur got hurt?
It was needed. I was faltering in my duty. You made me realize that. So thank you.
I have a question.
Please, you can ask anything.
How does Kane see herself? What is she?
Oh. I thought we could get to the farms from here.
We can. That's why it's the scenic route.
Oh, we can go around?
If we jump real good.
I'll let you lead.
Oh, maybe.
And our...
Uh-oh.
How shallow
I
is
can
it?
try to jump.
Oh.
I don't know. Not.
No, it's not. Maybe over here. No, it's not. Oh.
Not over here. Kind of.
Maybe. I'm doubtful. Yeah, no.
Oh, I see. A mountain. Okay, we jump real good.
Unfortunate. Yes, I think that's the answer. Hopefully not.
Cringy.
Okay. Are you a good jumper?
I'm a great jumper.
Alden, our hero.
Oh. You want me to fly you across?
Can you fly these across?
Oh. What is this? Can I
Meats and
touch it?
And
other
these.
things and seasonings.
What is
Boatload
that?
of flowers.
Oh, okay, yeah. Put that on top, and that'll flavor them.
Yes.
There you go.
That's the aim.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you go first.
Oh, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Okay.
Right, Akane, you got this. Don't trip.
Oh.
Oh.
Almost.
You know, we just take our shoes off and they dry.
Yes.
They do that. There you go. Your meat.
This is dessert. You have to eat one.
Okay. I see. Well, I wouldn't want to insult you. I'll try it. You know, you can actually make a lot of things with flowers. You can actually like fry them. You can make ice cream out of them. Did you know?
I have never had ice cream.
Neither have I.
What is that?
Well, it's this exotic food in the north that I've heard of, apparently. We have to try some time, but for now we should ignore any other things that I've said in the past 10 seconds and move on.
Okay.
Very well.
What were we talking about?
I'm not sure.
Anyway, great jumping, all of you. It was wonderful.
Thank you.
All two of us.
Yes.
I can't help but feel like you're being sarcastic again.
A little
Like
bit.
when we were fighting.
It's my voice. It's not my fault.
Were you being sarcastic towards Sprout while you were fighting?
I would never. I would
He
never.
said something
would
about
Sprout.
something else being obvious. But then did
I
something
don't
else.
remember.
And I got to say it back.
Oh,
I
I
remember.
see.
It's one of the last things I remember, actually.
I'm sure.
Okay, well,
Last
it sounds
things
like
you
you got
remember.
even then.
Sprout is something wrong.
Adrenaline and instinct.
I see.
For a long time. There's a lot that I don't remember.
Oh, this is
Quite
perfect.
alright.
Can you have
Oh.
you shown Sprout the horses and the horse stable?
Oh,
The horse
yes.
jail?
Well,
This is great, Sprout.
I'm scared.
did you know that Alwyn is known for its horses, or Arvindale, or whatever this place is called?
Arvindale?
Arvin.
Is that the, is that the best game?
There.
That's the noise the girls make.
Yes, it
Very
is.
good, Sprout.
If you look in here, this is where they keep their horses. They're quite majestic. We know they are
It's
here
horse
for.
jail.
We were told.
They have iron bars so they don't escape.
Yes, they're too powerful.
This is not big enough for horses.
No, it's not.
Well, according to the gods, there's 2 horses in there.
We should help them escape.
We should. Definitely.
After we rob the farmer.
It's not stealing if you leave money.
That's true. Yes.
Yeah.
Where should I put the money? Wait, maybe this isn't the right house.
I think it is.
Enjoy
Is
your
it?
dessert.
I'll oh no, there's another.
So, should I ask where you got all this food from then?
I bought it.
We
I
talked to a
see.
guy.
Wow, I see. You know, I think it's very innovative that they plant their cotton with their carrots.
I do too. It's
not
very
cotton.
strange.
It is actually broccoli. I can smell it.
Oh,
I
it's
remember the
Cookie.
FBX name.
You were quite accomplished in horticulture.
I eat a lot of things.
Wow. Just one big farmer's market, you know. What is that, huh? You have something to say to me.
No, I don't. Can we have lettuce?
Yes.
It's like grass cousin.
It is, sort of.
Did you find a good one?
They all taste the same, I thought.
Yeah, but some of them are heavier than others, and that's how you know that it's a good one. The heavier, the better.
Is it heavy?
I guess. Is it heavier than yours, on the other hand?
I'm holding flowers.
Oh, you're holding
I
flowers.
think it's
That's fair.
heavier.
It's heavier than the flowers, so it's good.
Yeah, okay,
can
okay.
hold that
Well,
now.
I can hold it, and
You're
I will hold
helping.
it. I am. I love helping.
There, I
Why
gave
did
them.
this trip get funny? I was asking you a serious question.
I'm sorry. I genuinely
It's
don't
fine.
remember what I told you.
That's not what I was referring to, but I
Hmm.
accept your apology. We will continue this discussion another time. You are not off the hook, madam.
I'm not off the hook, miss.
Are you a madam too?
I'm not a madam.
That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure.
Fair.
Do we have to jump again? My
No,
boots are already
we don't.
soaked.
I'm going to rinse some things off.
Okay.
So how long have you been cooking, Kenny? Is this like a hobby?
Somewhat.
Like... Does May know about this?
No.
I see. Here, have a lettuce. It's
Do we
it's
want
like
some grass to go with it?
I think we have enough
we
grass
have
adjacent
lettuce,
foods.
which is the cousin of the grass. You know, I mean.
Don't spoil your dinner.
Now we don't need to use it. Okay. It was only a couple of blades.
Oh, do we
it's
have
like
to?
hardly a snack.
That's fair.
Can you
We
believe
can make
this?
this jump. This one's easy.
Etherbane destroyed the bridge. Oh.
Nice! That was good. That was very good. Wow,
You were right.
that's incredible.
You're a cheater.
I'm not a cheater.
Then make
If you
the
had
jump.
wings,
Go back and do it over. Good call.
What are you doing?
Making him jump across the river.
There we go. It's a rite of passage. You have to do it too. Mate! Oh. Oh.
What? Where? I
Oh,
see
okay.
him.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's
It's
being
very-
majestic.
He is great. I love him.
If you would like, when we're
And he-
done
and he
cooking,
will
you
be-
can take him a dish.
Okay. I hope he joins us though.
I do as
probably
well.
will.
Maybe he's
it
up
would be
there
good for him.
saying, "Ah, Savannah, Chimama."
Flower. That was your dessert.
You ate it early.
What's
Oh,
it
he's
taste
coming
like?
down.
It tastes like flour.
No way.
Yeah.
It tastes like a cloud. Get it right.
Oh.
What? It tastes like a cloud during the sunrise.
How do you know what that tastes like?
I just know. I know all kinds of things.
Okay.
She knows all kinds of things.
Okay. Yeah, you know all
I've been
kind of
cooking for
things.
some time. I occasionally prepared meals for those whom I served before Faven, and prior to that, it was something I did at home for fun.
I see. So, what are we eating? Stew? Are we eating stir-fried meat?
Food.
Are we eating
And
raw meat?
other
No.
things that I was not paying attention for.
Letting you also be
Tartar. Yeah,
Sort
that's a
of.
dish. It's called tartar.
both obtained a
Tartar love food.
Beef
We
and
should be on alert for a bit more.
garlic with vegetables and a
love food.
candied apple glaze.
Oh,
That sounds delicious.
that's
I've never had it before.
With some flowers.
Wow, flowers.
Well, that's a dessert, obviously.
I will be right back.
Maybe we could get Topper to give you
No,
some
I
more
can't.
Pockets kisses.
You truly hate noodles, huh?
We have brought dinner, everyone.
Yes, I hate Sniffles with a passion.
Of course, I'll be here to run off.
That seems to be just a common thing for everybody here.
What, hating Snoop? Sprout loves them.
I love noodles. They're the best. My favorite is when they bother later.
I used to think my brother Jasper and giving all the smooches. What is it?
It's a flower.
Someone can take them if they want. Please. I don't need
That
them.
was, I think it was
No,
very
that'd
adorable.
be cruel to the snoodles, Jasper.
I don't mind being cruel to the snoodles.
You know, one day you're gonna piss off this noodle god, and then what will you do, huh?
I simply don't do anything to anger the snoodles at all. I just want them off of me and away from me. Just leave me alone, my corner.
But what if getting kisses is a sign of friendship in the Snoodle Kingdom? A Snoodle.
There can be a sign of neutrality as well. We can exist
Sprout
within.
is telling
We
you
can
you have to
coexist.
be nice, so you have to be nice, Jasper.
No, I don't. I mean, yeah,
Look at-
sure, she
look-
loves us. I don't have to be nice. I just have to coexist with them. They can just be there, leaving me alone.
I
What?
see.
A flower?
Sure, I'll take one. This is not a segue into me getting snoodle kisses, is it?
I hope
Would you
it
like one
is.
too?
Thank you,
What's
Scratchy,
wrong
yes.
with this flower?
You're welcome.
Is it just
Nothing.
big?
It tastes like the clouds.
Clouds.
Don't be
Eat your
proud.
flower.
I don't want to. I'm not a sprout.
Eat it. It's dessert.
Toby, please
Why
don't
don't,
eat the flower.
why don't you eat it?
I did.
I have one.
Well, don't.
Why didn't you eat it?
Thank you.
No, that's yours.
She said it was my dessert.
Okay, but why didn't you eat yours?
Jasper.
I will eat mine.
Wait, why are people eating the flower?
Okay.
I'm confused now.
Did I already give you one?
No.
Besides,
That was my last one.
there will be some in the dish regardless, as a garnish.
I'm very confused why people
Oh.
eating the
Go
flower.
lay in them later.
Why don't you add this one? I generous.
Oh my goodness.
Oh. Oh God.
Oh my god.
Ah.
Too much garnish.
Yeah, just a bit.
That was,
Raining women.
I'll be right back.
that was a lot.
I need to
That
get a
was-
couple
That was
things.
very high.
What happened to making dinner, Akane? I can't hear you. Oh,
There.
yes.
I realized a little after the fact that we did not have proper cooking apparatus, so I went and got a skillet.
Oh, okay. Will you answer my question now?
Yes. After I pose again briefly.
Okay, me too. I was asking you how you viewed yourself. Like, what are you to you?
I suppose that is something I am still trying to figure out. There is a time... Oh, God. Fate is so cruel.
I just won't look at you.
Okay, there. Everything's better. Okay. There was a time that I would have simply viewed myself as a tool, an implement, to be utilized for an end or a means. I feel that that has changed. For a long time, I saw myself as an instrument to my brother's revenge. I did not view myself as a person. I viewed myself as already dead. I have changed in that regard. I am still trying to find exactly who Akane is now, I think, Sprout.
Some of that confuses me, because I don't understand how you could be dead when you still have a heartbeat and move and talk and make memories.
Yes. Sometimes we stop caring if we live or die. We are willing to accept whatever course that takes. We have seen and set a final destination or fate for ourselves, and know that we will likely not walk away from that we will be lost at the end. That was very much my way of thinking. I had a path set, one which I knew most likely I would not walk away from. Because of people like yourself, that has changed. It's difficult to explain. But
it has taken a long time, but I feel the same way. That's why I asked. That is why it was not fair of me to be rude to you when you did not protect Spur and Raven.
I see.
Mitt says we are more than one purpose. If I am not a tool, neither are you.
Quite wise, Sprout.
Mitt fault. And Mia.
Well, I appreciate your outlook. And your guidance in that regard. Yes, I will return to that and finish.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm so excited.
I guess we wait for the curator to tell us if she knows of any other threats.
She's probably holding out on us. Oh, Akane, just in time.
Oh, what do you
Sid almost took over your cooking operation with that water cauldron and meat that he just threw in.
Please don't tell me Sprout put more flowers in there.
What are you doing?
Removing the meat.
Why?
Because you were ruining it.
What?
I just brought this pot full of water.
Yes, that's wrong.
What the fuck? Listen, I'm trying to cook with whatever we have here, which is not a lot.
I went and bought a skillet.
I went in and they told me, yeah, we kinda, a lot of people are dying, so we need all the food we need, so don't please.
They took my
but
money.
You're not Akane, are you? Exactly.
Well, they
You know,
didn't.
she has charisma, she has wrist, you know,
The
she
fuck is
knows
this
how to
supposed to mean?
command.
I'm going.
She knows how to get what she wants, Sid. Maybe you should learn that, you know?
Well, I know how to make something edible with whatever I have.
It's more about...
Could you get me bowls or
Not that you
plates?
cannot.
Nice.
Get what?
Bowls or plates, while I candy the apples.
Are you making full plant dish?
No.
Candied apples?
Thank God.
The bird is really loud.
Sure, I can do this.
What?
Do you have the things?
Look under there. Look under where?
Please.
Underwear?
Huh? What? I'm so confused.
I, for one, I'm glad you came in time, Akane.
No one is boiling meat.
Oh, yeah, that's funny.
What? Forgetting.
Boiled meat
Now
and
lay
pan.
down.
It's terrible.
Yeah, but Akane... Okay, Akane disagrees heavily. Akane hates boiled meat. It's one of, like, her major traits.
Huh?
I see, so that's
know
why.
something about Akane is that Akane hates boiled meat.
Yes.
That's the one thing you need to remember.
It's my defining characteristic.
Like this?
Thank you.
Oh, really?
That's fair.
I didn't know that about you.
Fresh and bloody.
Yes.
So what are you gonna do with the meat? Are you gonna grill it?
Did?
It has been lightly sautéed.
What else do you know?
You're gonna eat it raw? I mean,
You know what
it doesn't
about the
really bother me, but...
I believe it's how the sun hits them.
Here, begin passing it out.
You mean the clouds and the sun?
Sautéed beef with garlic and onions
Okay.
From the sun.
in an apple glaze,
So can we touch the light too?
garnished with purple flowers
Goofy's about to
chosen by
jump you if you
Sprout.
don't feed her, Akane. Goofy is going to jump you, like, right now.
Here, yours.
You.
The general's still
Hey, give
unconscious.
Sprout! Give Sprout! Sprout hasn't
Maeve.
had food
There
for
are
2
night
days.
mages that can do
Eat.
that.
Oh. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Akane.
Chef.
Oh, hot!
Maeve first.
Maeve has gotten hers.
No, Maeve has it. Maeve has.
Okay, listen. No, it's
It's very good.
Oh.
It's very, very good.
Oh, God, it's so good.
It's really good.
even if it's not good, I will
Akane,
eat it. Is
maybe
it
you
hot?
should-
I don't care.
It is a little hot.
Ow!
Don't burn yourself.
Oh.
I sautéed the onions and carrots so they would be soft. There's garlic with salt and pepper on there as well. In addition to this, there is sugar combined with the apples, which have been worked into a candy glaze for the top, with your flowers as garnish.
Ah, I want to eat it, but it's hot.
Sounds like I'd eaten my things.
Yeah, we are.
Don't you breathe like that! No, not right now! No!
Did you make yourself dizzy?
I did earlier. I was not breathing enough.
I see.
had to sit down. It is very hot where we are.
Yes, it is.
Ah. Ow.
I mean, you're next to the fire, so.
Ow.
Does
This
it
is
meet
the
your
best thing
approval?
I've had in 2 days.
Oh. Okay.
So, Akane,
2 days
is
I will
this
say.
like an original recipe or like your take on like some gourmet?
It's
thing?
sort of my take on something. It's not traditional for me. But
It is
See.
better than what is on the Kalypsia. Don't tell Jasper. I don't know if he makes it.
Oh.
he does sometimes.
Don't tell him.
I will keep it a secret.
You promise?
Yes. Thank you for your review.
No, she didn't review it.
Oh,
Sprout,
food.
out
Oh,
of
the
5
food, go
flowers, from 1 to 5, how many flowers did you give it?
The fool!
7.
Wow.
My life is complete.
It's a big rating.
I'll go take these to some of the others. If you would wish it, I have brought you food. It is a lightly sautéed strips of beef with garlic and onions and carrots. An apple glaze atop, garnished with purple flowers.
Is it poisoned?
You two go crazy.
I am not a poisoner.
If Akani's bringing it, I trust her.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Sprout, please. Keep going.
And so are your hands. And your mouth scares me a little bit.
But you also have more teeth.
I'm almost out.
That's divide.
It's hard not to.
How are you both managing?
So.
I'm surviving.
If you would wish to take a step past survival, there is food prepared there should you wish it. Lightly sautéed strips of beef with vegetables and an apple glaze.
See your your reaction to Cedros' attempt.
It was most upsetting. I spent good money on that. Did you take some to Jasper by chance? I was going to go seek him out.
I didn't, and it's only one of the rest are in the town, which I'm assuming they're eating there.
I see. Thank you.
No problem.
I apologize and do not mean to interrupt for long.
You're alright.
Do you eat meats by chance? Or do you only eat vegetarian?
I eat meat.
Question to me.
Either of you, or both.
I can't eat meat, but I prefer to eat not meat.
Well, I apologize then, but if you would wish it, I've prepared a dish you
I'll
could
eat
share.
later.
Thank you.
I'm alright.
There should be some left.
If you have some time at some point, but I might retire before too terribly long, so if you don't, that's fine. We'll speak another time.
If you see me, feel free to pull me aside. Where is the bard? There he is. Hi.
Can I presumptuously assume that one of those bowls is for me?
Yes. I insist.
I will take you upon your insistence then.
Very well. Good. Lightly seasoned strips of beef with stir-fried garlics, carrot, and onions, with a sugar-candied apple glaze atop, garnished by purple flowers that Sprout picked.
Did you make this?
Yes.
You know, for perhaps limited ingredients, you sure know how to make it look good.
It should taste good too. I hope.
I would eat it even if it tasted bad.
Thank you. I used to cook for fun.
Who did you cook for?
Myself.
I can't imagine it was always for you.
My brother.
No.
Sometimes the family as a whole. Most of the recipes and all I learned were in Valinor, however. With the first family I was with. Are you feeling better?
Yes, definitely. I can walk on my own now.
Good. I'm surprised to see you out here on your own, though. You are, after all, quite popular. But that does not mean you are not unallowed to have your moments of melancholy or thought. Is there something that troubles you?
I know I shouldn't. After all, she shot Faith.
Hmm.
I know I was the one who... The one who favored that she would be punished accordingly.
Hmm.
Attempted murder, you know.
Yes.
All those things considered. I feel like I'm betraying my own emotions with the way I'm starting to wonder if putting on the mask, honestly, paints a bigger target on how I'm feeling. Kind of makes it more readable. I was able to hide it well when I was simply laughing there.
Hmm.
Being popular, as you say. Yet the only thing I could think about was her.
It is normal to grieve for those that are lost. I was not aware that she had passed until you said that. Though it was obvious from the attention in the tent that things were close, at the very least, to such a conclusion.
I just don't know why I am this way.
Compassionate?
No.
Then what way?
Maybe exhaustion. Maybe there was something I definitely tried to do to preserve them. And to know that itself not. I don't know. Maybe it was the extension of a friend. Also grieving for them, though obviously hiding it. I don't know.
It is unfortunate that it has happened. However, I suppose it is important to keep in mind their nature as well. The acts that they have done to lead to this point. Perhaps in a way it allows them some degree of redemption. If you believe in such things.
Redemption.
Yes.
I do, very much. I've seen it myself. Especially in the recent time. But I would not hold Chloe to the same favor.
Interesting.
I do think that she was irredeemable. That there was nothing to fix her.
I would agree.
But if I'm feeling this way for someone that was a lost cause, I think part of it is now fear.
Fear of what?
How would I react if I lost someone close to me? Yes, you too.
I would hunt down those responsible to the ends of the earth and punish them in the worst ways imaginable. For you. Not to make light of such, but we all have our ways of dealing with such things. The feelings of such cannot be helped. It is the nature of it. And when you do lose someone like that, I suppose it is important to remember what brought it to that point, why you feel the way you do, and what course it is the proper one in response. I am perhaps not the best person to talk to of it. I believe such is measured in blood and vengeance. I devoted myself to such before, as you know. It can also be your unraveling, should you pursue it too closely. It depends at the end how you wish to define yourself, and how you wish to honor and preserve the memories of those that are lost. How does Jasper improve, change, or damn the world when others are no longer there to impact it? It's things to consider, I suppose.
I didn't even really give much of a damn about that rabbit.
Mm-hmm. But it affects you. I freely admit I feel nothing at their passing, other than a degree of relief.
Me too. That's what's so confusing about it.
I see.
See, that's... Oh. Seems like they've remembered each other, maybe?
I think so.
This place certainly gained some popularity.
A scenic spot by a river.
That sounds nice.
Mm. The rocks up there are especially nice for brooding.
If only you could fly up to them.
You can get around to them on the side. I know. I went up there during the sunset after our battle. Or sunrise, rather.
To brood.
Sort of. To wheezingly offer prayers and words. While my shade threatened to kill me. Because I was not going to go get medical attention at the time.
That is so counterintuitive.
He was upset.
Was it a empty threat?
I doubt it.
If a shade kills its own caster, doesn't it die?
It finds a new caster.
Then it was not your original shadow to begin with.
I suppose it happens early. I'm not sure. I don't know how it occurs. He says he's been with me since the start.
The start?
Yes.
But if they will go to a new caster, then they would have to kill the other shadow.
Perhaps.
Which I'm unsure if they'd be against it or not.
Perhaps. Or maybe it is someone or something that has not yet come into being. He said he was the shade for trees once. That he had a caster that was a tree. Which was terrible because he was stuck in one general place.
So they're not you're not even the original caster.
No, he has had many. I believe he gets bored of them and kills them. Quite the predicament.
Mm-hmm.
I simply must strive not to become too boring or complacent.
Or you could just simply get rid of it.
If it's that easy. Do you know if there's ways to get rid of shades that are troublesome, Holly? I suppose that would be the answer, wouldn't it? That's it.
Let me go. No.
Gosh,
I'm happy I keep
This
good
one will
company
want to
then.
talk to you.
Whom?
Says
There's three of us here.
This one.
Yes, but
To you.
there's three of us.
To whom?
There's three of us here.
Oh.
To you, Jasper.
Sorry. Still hurt.
Oh. Very well.
Spin. Slight push.
Do you,
We'll talk to them.
do you want
Thank
to do
you,
this in, well, privacy, or...
No,
No.
it's fine.
Are you sure?
No, I didn't need to talk with you.
I will
She
remove
is just
myself.
misunderstanding something.
It seems to me
We
you
can
need
talk.
to. I will step away so you can have your privacy.
No,
Privacy.
Connie, it's
That
perfectly
is
fine.
such a
You two should have your
eloquent
privacy.
way of
After everything that's
adding tone
happened.
to that.
Thank you.
No, it didn't. I saw you. My menus were up at the time. Sneaky wolf. Oh, that fucking hurt. Ah.
Maeve,
Oh, hello?
how are you faring? All things considered.
My head hurts, and there's people I still don't recognize.
Hmm.
Like you?
In that case. Akane Satori. Head of the Satori
name
clan. Seems redundant when I
sounds
say it like
familiar.
that. I'm not used to it. And we have met, yes.
Well, I kind of took that, to be certain. I know you guys are all my friends, even if I don't recognize you.
Hmm. A traumatic wound, then?
Something with my head.
Such can
I'm
happen.
putting it back together slowly. Some people, some events. But the events are separate from the people. It's the people that's the problem in my head. Can't place
Unfortunate.
faces to events.
There was an elven bannerman I once knew. He was showing off to his lord. Thaven, actually, is the lord in question. There was a game of sorts being played. A joust. Knights from neighboring kingdoms. Stupid performance, really. Pitting elven talents against humans and the like. It was an arrogant display, and they were comfortable and complacent in their chances. The knight in question was unseated swiftly from his horse. Took a savage blow to his head. Landed right on top of a rock. For days, weeks even, he could barely remember who he was. In the face of his mother, others he had known for hundreds of years. Gone. However, he did in time piece it back together. Came back to him, and though it took perhaps a year, he remembered much of who he was and who they were. It was as if nothing had happened. Perhaps in time your own thoughts will help reorganize themselves in a similar manner. I would not despair.
I appreciate it. And I think I kind of remember who you are now.
I see.
I remember we spent that night in the forest, fishing for food around the campfire.
That we did. I am sorry to say that the woman you spoke to that day is much different than the one that stands before you now. At least in a number of ways. Change is something that
But
comes
her
to us
name
all.
always stays the same.
It does, yes.
As long as you stay that way, we'll be friends.
Indeed. Do take care of yourself. Do not push
too.
yourself too hard.
Night doesn't look much different from day when you can barely see. I have to go sniff out Alden. He wishes to see me.
Good luck.
Thank you. Have a great night.
You as well.
Do you think it would help, Aina?
Not know what's happening. Not remember.
It's worth a shot.
I'll start at a distance and come closer.
If too much, I'll cover you with my cloak.
Kenny.
Alden,
I
Maeve
have
was
good
just
news for
looking for
you.
you. Oh.
I know, she found me. I need to speak with Seaside for some stuff, but for now, come over here. I have good news.
Very well.
Let me turn on the lights. I was speaking with Lamb about churches and, hey, do you need any supplies? Are you doing anything? Turns out a particular church is really interested in things like incense for ceremonies and the like. And I thought, well, I'm sure Hinode has plenty of those laying around, right? And in exchange, get this, they're more than willing to pay money for it, and they're also able to give passes for entering inside the wall section of Solasta, which would give me, and in exchange you, more opportunities for trading.
I see. I do believe
Now,
you are
of
correct.
course.
There is something there that could be worked with. Please, go on.
Yes. Now, first, we would have to do the shipment from Asana to your place. And then, if that is successful, hopefully you have at least some soldiers or guards, or there's some mercenaries around I can hire to maybe make a shipment happen from there to Solasta. I know that there's tensions between Solasta and Valinor, and so I'm sure that there's a lot of road bandits, which is why I'm a bit worried about security, but I'm hoping to have your collaboration.
That should be easy enough. That should be easy enough. I believe it's entirely possible, due to some recent occurrences, that I might be able to lessen certain restrictions on your convoys, should they pass through Valinorian lands.
Oh, well that's most wonderful, because they probably will have to given the roads to Solasta. I am also going to be speaking with Seaside, because I realized, hello Sprout, it turns out that his family is actually part of the Royal Guard, did you know? So I was thinking perhaps there's something to be gained there, so we'll see.
Perhaps
I'll
so.
have a chat with him and I'll keep you posted, if not tonight then later.
Best of luck in your endeavors. It seems you are already making quite the progress.
Yes, well, gonna seize the chance. What is it, Sprout?
Do you know where the torches are? It's too dark.
It is
I have
very
no
dark.
idea. I don't even think I've seen torches, but
I will
the best
check by the
is the town, probably.
Well, I can't go over there because it is dark.
No,
I feel like
that
there were
is true.
torches.
That's a dilemma.
I will look.
Maybe.
If you don't
Good
breathe,
luck.
it can get you.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go find Seaside. But things are looking up. Everything's looking great.
Good. I feel like maybe there were torches. It's so dark.
Look this way, there's a things going on with shades. Oh, I mean, you can just...
Thank you. No, I don't need both. I just need one. But I could not go far without one.
Unless I risk freaking out.
Oh, okay.
I'll take it if you don't need it.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't know why I
feel
need
like
it.
store or ones, I'm not sure. No, okay, okay, good. There's only one left. Okay. Need something
No,
else? I don't know.
not really. I'm fine.
Okay. Good.
How are you?
Holding up and distracting myself like I can.
Good. Sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
I'm very bad at small talk.
It's okay, I'm also bad. We barely talk, so...
True. How about that holly?
What about Holly?
Nothing. Just gauging your reaction.
Okay.
That's all.
Well, my action was to check behind me, because usually she's behind me when someone mentioned her.
That does seem to happen often, yes.
Yeah.
She's very good at it.
A bit too much. That's worrying me sometimes.
Too much? You two seem close.
Yeah, but she used this to scare me.
I see.
Oh yeah.
No matter.
Okay.
Sorry. Again.
It's okay. If you want to talk, like,
Mm-hmm.
No, it's okay.
Oh, God, where did my torch go? Did I just put it in my bag?
Behind
Oh,
you.
shit. Whew.
Yes.
As an elementalist
You dropped
that
it.
practices fire, you would think I was better with it.
Never. We never better.
Fair.
Right, I'm gonna go back with the group. I feel like we are finishing all the food we have.
Of course.
Yeah.
Never mind. They have light. We did not get along. In fact, I might say we were enemies. You opposed myself and Faven and attempted to take his life. It is unfortunate that was the case. You are unpleasant, cold, ruthless. I can respect these things. There is nothing necessarily wrong with that. I can say that you were perhaps not the most efficient in extracting your vengeance, whatever it might have been. Misguided, perhaps foolishly. Devoured by the urge to do so. And to what end? Kill them. Steal the things that are theirs afterwards that they're buried with. Bizarre way to go about it. So very strange. I do understand the need for extracting such, well, what is due from others. Do not get me wrong at that. I understand it quite well. I also learned that one of Lord Faven's lessers were the ones responsible for your capture, for your being sold into service as a term servant. There are several things you should know. One, The very man you sought to kill is the one who is attempting to undo these very systems, to change them. Perhaps had you thought to ask, rather than just act, we might have been able to make better use of you and your talents. Why else would you think that someone such as myself stands by him for so long? It is not simply out of loyalty, for I too had things to gain. Your actions were foolish, misguided, uninformed. You were bad at what you tried to do. And now you are dead. The gravedigger dug her own grave. But I will have you know, considering that your vengeance is unfulfilled, and that the one who initially wronged you still stands, I am willing to see to it that they are punished accordingly, swiftly, and permanently. It would so happen I am the heir now to all that House Faven owns and has. With that in mind, I can choose who exactly serves him and who does not. I will see to it when the chance comes that they no longer have standing, and that they are punished for their crimes. They will have no place in the world that we seek to make. Rest assured. In that you may rest easy. In that you may get what is just and coming. I will see to such. They will be dismissed and dealt with. That does not change that you were a fool. I did not wish to...
Alright, conversing?
Of course. I did not wish to step closer and interrupt your private conversation.
It's fine. I was curious as to your thoughts on snow.
She attempts to be very veiled in her actions at times, always having little secrets that she is unwilling to share, though she spills them easily enough when prompted. There's a certain nervousness and tenseness about her that I think is more than simple awkwardness, like there is something being kept. She professes concern regarding whatever it is that takes control and pulls her strings, but we know practically nothing about it. And what can be shared, she has remained most secretive on, as if she either does not know or otherwise. I find it strange that when she departed with the others, that she was so insistent that Meredith need be spared, out of concern of those that she touched, of the souls or parts of that she took, with no evidence to prove that this was even needed. There is something about her that does not sit well with me. No.
She insisted that Meredith be brought back alive. And then she rips the soul from her, as well as the souls of the others. A skill, granted, that is not, I suspect, particularly difficult. I mean, difficult, to lift a heavy object is difficult, but it's not complicated.
Yes.
It might well be the same. But this is the same magic that Meredith used.
True it is.
And that Snow seemed so concerned about.
It does seem she uses it in a rather brutish method, as far as that is concerned.
Or claims to. If she wanted to silence Meredith, then it would have been a remarkably effective method. I didn't hear any reports throughout the day of anyone questioning Meredith before this happened.
Yet the other was spared for the time being, at least. Interesting.
Yes. That's... yeah.
Out of curiosity, do we know if the souls, or fragments of their souls, or whatever it was she was referring to them as, that the others possessed that Meredith had, do we have any idea if these have been returned, or in a state in which they can be? Or are they simply in her possession?
There was something that she did earlier today where she claims that they were dispensed with, released. There was a visual effect, but something easily enough done by anyone with any amount of magic.
Do we know
As
for
to whether or not there are still souls, without pretty direct and potent ability to observe her magically, which is not something that it's not a skill that I have. If I were to be in physical touch with her for a while, maybe, but...
Does it seem likely that were the souls, or fragments of souls, of an individual taken and then those simply released into the ether at such a distance that they could even find their way back? Would they simply snap back to their original owner, or be lost?
I suppose that it probably depends on the nature through which they were taken. When I, for example, cast a barrier or a bolt of energy, I'm expending energy from my soul. It leaves me, but it returns.
I see.
By the same token, I have heard of people who can project their soul. I don't know the truth or not of this, but it seems theoretically possible if we assume that certain entities are consider the shades and their casters. There is an inherent connection between the two. If Orpheus was half the world away and you slain, it is my understanding that that would still impact him immediately. So there is an inherent nature to a lot of these things. This also is my understanding of how hexes function. Though I don't have any direct experience with them, only sort of an academic loose one. Thus, I suspect that it is entirely possible that one could simply release them and have them return. But I could also certainly see them being easily destroyed, or simply released and they would exist here now.
I see.
I suppose determining whether the curator's soul returned would tell us that without needing to rely on Snow.
I suppose that would be the easiest way to find out.
Hmm. I'm told that she arrived late, well after the others had departed, and with Chloe.
Yes. I suppose that was after she already proved a problem to those of us that stayed behind.
At exactly the same time Etherbane attacked us.
Convenient.
Yes. Given this, and given the clear desire to preserve Chloe, and given past conversations, I might well put down those names as likely for our adverse element.
It is possible, yes. Supposedly Chloe appeared in a book, much as the one Holly was in, but we have not been able to confirm that, simply by word of mouth.
I intend to steal almost everything that Aelfe has or had in her possession, related to basically anything when we get back. I'm tired of this.
If you do not mind,
Not inclined.
I would wish to accompany you to make sure no one attempts to dissuade you from such. That, and I am curious myself as well.
I do not mind your company.
Very well. Thank you. She does.
She offered to teach Soul Sight to me. I wonder whether it could be relied upon once learned. I mean, I suppose I'm a capable enough mage. I should be able to figure out if I'm being duped.
I would imagine you could, yes.
A problem for later. There's several other projects that are likely to occupy my attention.
It's worth consideration, at least. Perhaps to at least get insight into her methods and the like.
And if I can see some of how her magic is done, maybe be on the lookout for it elsewhere.
Yes. I think it could be worth it. If you feel it is safe, of course.
As safe as anything.
Fair.
I have told Molly, but I figured I should tell at least one other person as well. Molly is likely to desire to return with us, but obviously lacks a ring. I am hoping to return to the Shimmering Nothing tonight and bargain for the purchase of another.
That should not be too difficult, I would imagine, given they are hopefully thankful for what we have given them, even though I suppose this is just recompense for our actions.
Indeed. I suspect that they are willing to negotiate, but should I not return unexpectedly, that others know that I am not there is of value.
I can make it known.
I don't anticipate I'll be gone much longer than noon tomorrow, at the latest.
Of course. I will keep an eye out. If anything seems amiss, I will do something.
And thank you for talking with me. It helps to know that my paranoias are not only that, at least.
There is merit to them. Perhaps I am a rather paranoid individual myself, or have been out of necessity, I suppose. So I understand.
In that case, I'm going to return to town. Have a good night.
You as well. Be well, and rest easy.
You as well.
See, what you need to do is let it roll around on your tongue for a bit, and then pop it with your tongue, not your teeth.
Puts out eyeball.
Snow.
Why is it so attached to me? The ones until the last hour are so picky.
Perhaps it just likes birds.
Taking eyeballs.
Don't pluck any feathers.
How are you finding yourself, Snow?
Honestly, better than the old fortress, so,
Good. How did your conversation
you?
go?
You were looking up at me
I
like
suppose I am well,
like a baby bird.
despite my injuries.
I'm just hungry.
Better than I would expect it to.
I noticed.
Should probably go to him.
But I did a big boy, don't know. It's fine, we'll get you more food. I just gotta
Shut
find
up.
Like I haven't eaten in 2 days.
Yeah, I mean, he's alone.
Alright, Cedros.
Well, not really alone. Holly's always sticking to him like glue.
Holly is, yes. I trust she will keep him proper company. I have
Would you
others.
keep him company, though?
Stay up.
I do,
And then in the morning,
and I would.
You can eat whatever
Yes.
I've caught, okay?
I do not mind if Holly is with him.
I rescind my offer.
Alright.
Come on.
Thank you, though, for your concern.
I always
Strange little bird. I was going to go check something in town and return after, if you both do not mind the company. Which I guess you don't, because you were both waving at me, so I suppose
Yeah, we were actually really excited that you started coming our way.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint for a moment, but I'll be right back.
Now you have something. Now we have something to look forward to. What do you mean?
There. I feel like a raider. I could just go and... All's quiet in here then. What is that? Oh. Glow of the sun setting, you idiot. I have noticed you have a tendency to do the same on the ship. Sometimes separate yourselves at night beneath the stars.
Sometimes there is no other better companion than just the stars.
I would agree to it, to an extent, yes. I only say this because I noticed many a time when I had set out to the walls or elsewhere to speak with the moon.
Yeah. More so in this land more than others. Because of the influence of Apasia, I cannot hear any of the leaves or the flowers.
That has to be disorienting.
It's much like when the Blackburn infected me. Not so much disorienting as it is lonely.
I think I understand. Yes. It is. Oh. Sorry.
But it's not a feeling I'm. What is the word? Uncommon with at this point. Everyone on the ship has their own groups to be with, people to talk to. I mostly just sit in the sidelines.
I am certain there are some that would be more than accepting should you choose to integrate with them. But I understand as well the, shall we say, desire to enjoy the solitude of one's own company.
With the service to my country and in the caste of which I was born, I've only ever seen myself as a servant. Nothing more.
I see.
So in town I see no reason really to try and slide into places I don't feel I am deserving.
How loyal are you to your home, and what vision do you see for it?
The only reason I've been on the Kalypsia is to protect Hinode. I want it to shine more so than every other place in this world.
I would agree. No, that may not have always been the way for me. There is a certain vision I hold for it that is not exactly as the way things have been in the past. It does involve change in ways some would resent, I believe. I shall put it in such a way. At night, it is not the sun that holds dominion, but the moon, the stars. That dark shadow that sweeps over the land, and the brief little pinpricks of illumination that stand above us. In Hinode, it is recognized in a different way. The praise is given to the sun. There is little room for the night, but there should be. It is a cycle integral to many aspects of our history, and the history of my people. I am hopeful that one day in Hinode, that the night sky and the sun, daylight and similar, may stand equally as part of the same cycle. Of course, with this, I speak of Kitsune and Nagitsune. Of which it is obvious, I suppose, as far as my reasons believing this.
There is balance in many things. The balance between day and night is no different. The only reason people are able to appreciate the day is because night comes.
A fair way to look upon it.
And in my line of work, there are many flowers that only bloom at night.
There are, yes.
Unable to be appreciated by those who sleep.
If I asked you what talents you could lend to Hinode's future, how would you answer?
I am an apothecary and herbalist first, a warrior second.
We do have many warriors, or dead. Those numbers have certainly thinned, especially those willing to serve.
All of the research I do when it comes to plants and what they can do for the world, I only focus when it comes to that is Hinode. Even those of, less reputable nature, like Nightshade. Despite the danger that plant brings, I feel like there are still ways that they can show how it can help. I just have to find that out first.
There are likely ways, yes. How loyal are you to Maitland? I ask this with great seriousness, and your answer does matter to me. I wish for you to speak truthfully.
Due to the actions she has done to give my family the life that we can live, this is both an answer towards her and Hinode. I would give my life at a moment's notice.
I see.
Even if she does not ask for it.
There are many things in motion in Hinode right now. The lands are threatened more than some of us may know. There is darkness in the east, the far east. Strange power I do not understand. It has been explained to me in brief. But it is old, ancient, and terrible. It is possible that is perhaps one of the sources of this potential calamity. And should it come to be, that Hinode as it stands would fall and falter, that it would be no more. Then there is the threat of the undead in the north. There have long been clans of Nogitsune, samurai and the like. They would guard those walls and borders against the terrible things that might come down from above. Given evidence that has been obvious to us upon our return to Hinode, it seems a number of these Nogitsune clans may not be quite as loyal as they once were, for reasons untold. Some individual actors, of course, as we saw, were willing to sell out all their people to side with Aetherbane. I will express to you several things that I wish for you to speak in confidence, and by that I mean utter them to none. First is simple, and some do know this already. I am retaking control of the Satori lands in the west. I am attempting to restore my clan. I have the means, and the finances, and now the power to do so. I intend to root out which Nogitsune are loyal to Hinode, and those that are not. Though I had forsaken the vows of my family, I have new ones that I must follow, and new oaths made beneath the moon. In addition to this, I intend, in time, to attempt to unite the other Nogitsune clans behind the Satori clan, so that we, when we have rebuilt ourselves, may lead them and better guide them to serve our nation in ways which the Kitsune clans cannot. Such has often been the way, but it is fractured and broken. There are many things I have to do, many things I need to deliver on, and promises that I have made. As I asked before, when I said I could use your service, there is plenty of reason for that, and some of it may be distasteful. There are coming moves within Valinor, of which I cannot fully disclose, but I have a vested interest in them, and so should you. And there are deals tied into such that go all the way back to the Empress herself. Great change is coming, and I will put it this way. I have secured my place in Hinode, and I think there truly is a possibility that a time may come, due to this, where the moon and sun are equals, if you understand what I am saying.
Yeah.
Good. You may consider it as such. Anything I ask you to do in service is effectively in service to Mei Lin. Because of certain agreements for the future, you may consider us one and the same in that regard. We have the same vision. And I intend to make due on my promises to her.
I see.
Thank you.
On that note, when it comes to the legends of the Eternal Cycle, after all of my travels with Kalypsia, I stopped believing in it, honestly. When the legends claim that Yako did it, Yako corrupted the fox spirits. There are those that seem good but do bad things, and those that appear evil but do it out of good intentions. So it has got me thinking. Maybe Yako didn't corrupt those folk spirits. Maybe they were shunned and Yako gave them a new life.
It is possible.
But because of the worship that Tassus gains, only his story has been told.
I do feel there is a degree of truth to that, yes. I feel I can safely say that Yako does still hold power. That there is something tangible about such. An oath given to them beneath the moon is a serious matter for those of my kind. And to break it, I have seen and experienced firsthand that there are consequences. I do not fully understand the how or the why. But there is something. And it is very real. I need to fix that hand so bad. This could drive me insane. Thank goodness we have a long time for it. I will leave you to your meditations. Thank you for hearing me out.
Of course.
If you would like in the future, I would very much like to seek your counsel on certain things, whenever there is a chance that you may be able to help our goals. I will ensure to give you the opportunity to benefit our home as best I can. May the night treat you well.
Likewise.
Uh-oh. Oh.
No, please do keep that light on. I've been keeping my magic spell up for this for quite some time. Thank you.
Hopefully I do not burn down the tree. And us by proxy. I partially fell in the river while trying to jump across. 1 second.
Did you get your feet wet or
I did.
other places? Just your feet?
Well, mostly. Yes. But
Well then it's fine. It's just mostly. Oh, I see you understood the assignment.
Yeah.
You like that way more than you lead on.
It's okay, I think.
Yes, it is perfectly fine.
Huh?
What is that look? you give a look whenever she's putting you like that.
I do not.
You know what? Now it's my turn.
Do no such thing. It's not the same.
I hope it's not the same.
Stop.
Oh, you tell me to stop, but not her?
It was simply too much. I was
I was one person. There was a single hand on you.
It was too much sustained.
Oh, am I too much or something?
At times. So cruel.
You see, you just take it all the time.
So, what's privilege?
I'm being a distraction. You got that?
Unfair.
Yes, I don't play fair.
Mm. Oh.
It was literally right there.
Sorry. I am
No, don't be.
bad for the positioning of my arms, apparently.
You've kind of given me access to go a little down the line. I don't think the town would be the best. There's Opasia and stuff like that in there.
Feeling vulnerable.
Especially with the Opasia, yes. I mean, we can look for places without far from it. Very well. Keep a careful eye out then.
getting ahead of myself. I can't believe it. As soon as I walked back over, I was like, uh-oh. Danger.
Uh-oh.
The moment,
Yes.
Yeah, the moment Holly was like leading, I was like, okay, I know where this is going.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep.
Battle-made guy.
I mean, she was flirting with you pretty heavily at one point.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. No, that was like the most relaxed Holly has ever been.
Oh. Holly's like
He gave extra-
Akane's kryptonite, I swear. Like,
He gave
Yeah.
she would never admit it, but she's like, I like this way too much. Oh, jeez. Oh my god. When I had to like step away for a little bit, when I was like doing the food prep thing, and I shot into the sky, but I accidentally pulled the triggers on there. I pulled them out of shock, because like I was in like a seated pose, and I leaned forward, and I felt like my back just pop, and like suddenly straighten and go into place. I was like, oh my god, did I just cripple myself? What just happened? And so I realized afterwards that it was basically a yoga pose, and my back's been giving me like a ton of trouble lately. I was like, wait a minute, I fixed myself in RP.
Yeah.
I hurt like hell, and I have an ice pack like strapped to my lower back via my waist tracker, which has actually been amazing. I wouldn't have thought of that if I wasn't coming back. But yeah, it's like, oh,
That one
holy
scene
shit.
when the Incredibles were like, Mr. Incredible book goes back, and that robot like pulled him, so his back lined back up, and he's like, ha ha!
Yeah. Yeah, it felt like that. It really did. It's like, holy shit, I have mobility again, and I don't hurt. That's what was wrong. I don't have to go pay the chiropractor $60 on Tuesday now.
Yeah.
Yeah, chiropractor just to snap you back in half.
Yeah, exactly. So the cure was RP. Definitely not the thing that caused any of the problems to begin with.
Oh, definitely, yeah.